Hey guys, what's up? It's Tim here. I just wanted to do another quick stimulus update. I have not done one in a couple of days, so I thought I would throw it out there. Got to make it quick because I got to jump over there and catch that Conor McGregor Dustin Poirier fight. I don't know if you guys know about that, but I'm pretty stoked about it. I like the UFC and I like the fight, so I'm pretty excited to watch that. Anyway, so I get a lot of comments and emails from people that are very frustrated with the situation, and that I completely understand. I'm in the same boat myself, so I'm right there with you. I'm frustrated also. A lot of people think the perception, is that YouTubers make a bunch of money. Well, I'll just let you know that this is like the most growth that I've experienced in the last month is from you guys watching these stimulus videos. So I'm not some famous rich YouTuber. I'm just a single dad with two kiddos who would really like his $1,800 stimulus to be deposited in his bank account so he can pay some bills. So, I'm just like you guys, just as frustrated, just as annoyed with the IRS. I totally get it. I thought I would jump on here and kind of talk about the options at this point. So what the IRS wants you to do is basically wait. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo, at least for me, that's how I feel. It's like Where's Waldo with your money. Is it in the mailbox? Is it coming in a check? Is it a card? Is it in my bank account? Will it be there today, tomorrow, next week? Who knows? February 1st? Around then? Before then? After then? Do I file a rebate? I don't know. Where's Waldo with my stimulus check? I get it. That's how I feel every day. I check my account, I check my mailbox, and no money. So I'm in the same situation you guys are. Everybody's kind of got their own reasons that we're in this situation, but we're all in it together as far as missing our money. So what that means is the bulk of people, there's the last I read, between 8 and 13 million people that haven't got their second stimulus checks yet. The bulk of those people are people like me who had their money sent by the IRS into the wrong accounts, into closed accounts. Let's jump over here real quick into my computer. And you can see that they've made a statement here on irs.gov where it says, watch your bank account and mail for stimulus payment. We're automatically reissuing second economic impact stimulus payments for some taxpayers who don't recognize the bank account information shown in the Get My Payment, which is this blue button right here. Also, payments will be issued for other taxpayers by mail who didn't get a direct deposit because our records show their bank account is closed. Basically, what they're saying is just keep waiting. We're about to reissue payments to those who had the mistake where it was sent to closed accounts. So for the bulk of you, you're going to be in that situation where they're just reissuing the payments automatically. You do not need to take action. So most of you don't need to take action. Most of you are like me. I did call my tax company. You're welcome to call your tax company if you filed and you haven't figured out exactly what's going on. That's what I did, and they told me that yes, I'm in that group of people who had closed bank accounts in 2019. If you're wondering what the difference is between this one and the first stimulus check they went off of 2018 information. The second stimulus check they went off of 2019 tax information. So if you changed something in there, like for me, I did not use the take your fees out of your refund option with my taxes in 2018, but I did in 2019. So that was the difference for me. If you can think of any kind of difference like that, something as small as you had your fees for filing taxes taken out of your refund versus in 2018 not doing that. Or did you move, or did you change bank accounts, or did your dependents change, or did somebody else decide to start or have the ability to start claiming one of your dependents? I mean, there's all kinds of different things that could have changed. And there are also possibilities and people who have not had anything change, and it's just a mess up on the IRS's part. So the bottom line is they want you to wait, okay? It basically says do not take any action and wait. So option number one at this point is just to wait. They're supposed to be reissuing the payment, redistributing between now and around February 1st. That's only about a week away. So for me personally, what am I going to do? I'm just going to wait. You do have the option of going to the U.S. Postal Service and trying to track like your mail, and they might be able to track where the mail is if you're expecting a mailed stimulus check or card. But again, that takes time. It takes a lot of time from what I'm understanding. So I'm not going to mess with that. I expect mine to be direct deposited personally because that's what I've been led to believe by my tax company and the IRS website. So I'm just going to hang tight and wait. Is money tight and everything? Yeah, I totally get it. I'm in the same situation as you guys. But at this point, it's kind of like you don't have a lot of options. We're just kind of waiting around, seeing if the money goes in there or not, or if it comes in check form or not, or whatever. So that's what I'm kind of going to do, is just kind of hang out and wait for another week and see what happens around February 1st and if I get my direct deposit or not. Another option is that you can trace your payment. Now, if you come up here to search, this is irs.gov. You can just type in up here in the little box, payment trace. Click on that, search for that term, and then you'll see some different stuffs come up right here. So economic impact, payment information, payment issue but lost, stolen, destroyed, not received, blah, blah, blah. If you just click on that, it's going to bring up these few options here. So the third option is, how do I request a payment trace? And that's going to bring up more information. So what you need to know is right here. And what this is telling you, I'm just going to warn you right now before I read any of it, it's telling you to wait a ridiculous amount of time. That's what it's basically telling you. And then you can file for a payment trace. So if it's been 5 days since the deposit date and the bank says it hasn't received the payment. So if you went to that stimulus check blue button that I showed you, the get my payment blue button, and that thing said it's been direct deposited on this date, if it's been 5 days since that date, then you can do a payment trace. If it says not enough information or blah blah blah, there's a mistake in there and it's not giving you a direct deposit date that it went into your account and everything looks good, it's just not in your account, then you're probably more like me, where they screwed up and sent it to a closed account. But in the instance that it is that, and it's been 5 days since the direct deposit date and the bank hasn't received the money and everything seems to be correct, but you don't have the money, you can do a payment trace. If it's been 4 weeks since the payment was mailed, the check to the standard address for the first, not the second, stimulus check. So 4 weeks since the payment was mailed, according to the information that was given to you on that button for the first one. Then here's the kicker, because most of you are missing your second one like me. This says after February 24th, 2021 for the second check. So it's saying after it's been 4 weeks for the first one, or if it's after February 24th for the second stimulus check, since it was supposed to be mailed. So if you looked in your Get My Payment button and it said it was mailed on a certain date, and it's been after February 24th. Now you're talking about a month from today. So yeah, like I said, ridiculous timelines, I know. And then it gets into a little bit less likely scenarios, which is 6 weeks since the payment was mailed if you have a forwarding address because you moved, or 9 weeks since the payment was mailed because you have a foreign address that you used to get your payment. March 31st if it's your second payment. So these are a little bit more niche scenarios, but they could be you if you're watching this video. So what this is basically saying is, if it's been a ridiculous amount of time, like mid-February, and you don't have your money yet, then you can file a payment trace. Now, I'm not saying you can't file a payment trace right now. Maybe you can. I haven't tried it myself. You can try it. Here's the number right here, 1-800-919-9835. So 1-800-919-9835. And you can pause the video, check that out. If you want to call them, that's up to you. I have no idea what their customer service is like, or what the payment trace is like, or how long that takes or anything, because I have not done it myself personally. I'm just going to wait till February 1st and assume that all the information I've been told by the IRS and my tax company is correct, and I'm going to get that direct deposit. So that's what I'm doing. But there is the number for requesting a payment trace if you think that needs to be done. Other than that, the next option is to do the free file, which I covered in my last video, but basically you would go to irs.gov. That brings up this screen. Get my economic payment. Then you're going to go to, let's see, automatic ration. You're going to go to recovery rebate credit right down here. Click on that. And then you're going to go down here, scroll down a little bit. And then you're going to click free IRS file, free file. So this is your last resort. If it gets to be tax time, and I'm talking about mid-February, I know that is very difficult for a lot of you who are needing this money to eat or to feed your kids or to do lots of things, pay your bills. I totally get it. You know, I'm actually not some rich YouTuber. I get what you're talking about, so I'm with you. If you're in that situation, that totally sucks, and I get it. But I'm just saying, if it gets to be mid-February, a month from now, you still haven't received anything, you have no money, nothing in the mail, it hasn't come, etc., then what you're going to be down to doing is using this free file option to file for the recovery rebate. If you typically file taxes and you're going to file taxes for 2020, then that's going to be something you can include in there. You can file them for free through this portal that I'm showing you right here. There's going to give you some options if you click on it. I showed it in my other video. Then you can file your federal for free, and then your state you'll probably have to pay for. That's kind of why these companies are partnering with the IRS, is because they get you to come in there, they kind of bait you in with the free federal file, and then they get you to pay for the state file. So that's why they do it. But if you're somebody that's a non-filer and you don't typically file and you're not going to file taxes for 2020, then this is where you would go and you would file for free for that rebate. You're going to need to know how much money you should be paid. From what I've understood from reading it anyway, it says that you need to know that. If that's the case, you can go Google. I'll probably put a link in the description for a tax calculator or a refund rebate. Rebate calculator in the description, where you can click on that. You just need to know your AGI, your adjusted gross income, and then you'll put in there the numbers, and it'll tell you what you're owed, etc. You'll be able to claim that on that rebate for free through the free file system if you're a non-filer. So they're not going to open up the non-filer tool. You're just going to do it through the free file system. Then you will get your money. So ultimately, everybody that deserves the money, that is, owed the money, is going to get the money. It's just a matter of when. And I know that's annoying, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. We can't do a whole lot. The government works slow unless they want to, and then boom, they can make things happen. We've all seen it happen. It's annoying. Here, actually, this is an example. I got a good example right here in front of me. So when I created that account online to check my transcripts, like many of you probably did if you saw my first stimulus video, when I created that, it triggered something in the IRS to send me this, which was, it's January 14th, which is when I created that account. And I had this in the mail from the IRS by the 21st. So that's a week, basically. So yeah, I mean, it's frustrating that the IRS can generate that payment, or not payment, but that letter to me in a week. From the time that they see that I set up the account till the time that it gets at my door, it's a week. But then all of us are still waiting, weeks and weeks and weeks later after everybody else already received their stimulus money. So I get it. It's very ridiculous and frustrating, but hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody watching this is getting their money in the next week or so, and the few who don't have the option of the payment trace that I just showed, and then ultimately you can file for the rebate. So you're going to get your money. It just might be a little bit of time, and by the time we get all this money, they're going to probably have a stimulus package number 3 passed, I would guess. I would say in the next couple of weeks, I expect Congress to get the 3rd stimulus package passed, or at the very least, the $1,400 per person and per dependent passed. I think that's going to happen. That's me personally. I can't guarantee anything, but I think personally they're going to get the $1,400 per person and something at least per dependent, probably $1,400, pushed through pretty quickly. And then we'll be getting that not too long after we get the 2nd stimulus. So at least for those of us that are still waiting. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like what you see. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment if you haven't already. Thank you so much for all the love and support. The channel's growing exponentially, which I really appreciate you guys for. And hopefully we all see our money in the next week. Thanks for watching. Peace.